Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the channel. It's Game Watch Live. Thanks for your support, champ. You will get banned. Well, if I get banned, I get banned. We'll see. It's not the end of the world. But just for the moment, we'll enjoy the football, shall we? Because we've got a good game on today. I hope you're all well. I hope you've all had a good day today. We've got a good game on today. It's a Premier League clash between Brighton and Southampton. Should be a good game, this, because Brighton are known for their attacking football and scoring plenty of goals, especially at home. They'll have their advantage. But Southampton, even though they're rock bottom of the Premier League, they've been unfortunate in a few games. They've played some good attacking football, scored some goals, made some errors, and end up on the wrong side of some results. But I'm expecting a few goals in this. I mean, they scored 2 against Liverpool last weekend, so hopefully, for the neutral like myself, we're going to get a good game out of this. So, the teams as they are, Brighton line up with Verbruggen in goal and going with Lamptey, Van Heck, Igor Estupinan, O'Reilly, Ayari, Rutte, Pedro, Mitoma, and Welbeck is leading the line. That's your lineup for Brighton. For Southampton, Lumley is in goal. It'll be Walker-Peters and Howard Bellis, Stevens, Sugawara, Manning, Dibbling, Downs, Fernandez, Armstrong, and Archie will be leading the line for Southampton. So that's the 2 teams that will start this game. Yes, I'll be doing the Man City-Liverpool game on Sunday. Yes, champ. If I don't get banned, that is. So that's the 2 teams. Looking at the leagues as they are at the moment, if things go, although we're on way for Brighton and they score enough goals, they can go up to 2nd position. Now, who would have thought that? Who would have thought Brighton in 2nd position? I mean, only until tomorrow, probably, or Sunday. But what a position. What a lofty position for Brighton to be in. Having won 4 of the last 6 games, having drawn 1 and lost 1 as well. So they're currently in the 5th position. As we know, Southampton are bottom of the pile, having lost 5 of the last 6 games. They're rock bottom with 4 points. And even if they win this game tonight, they can't get off the bottom because they're only going to 7 points, and Crystal Palace are above them on 8. But it's vital for them to close down that gap before it starts getting too big. It's already 5 points for them to be able to get clear of safety, and that's providing they pick a point up or 2 out of this game, and then games go their way over the weekend. So they're in a precarious position. News is that Leicester have appointed Ruud van Nistelrooy. I would have thought that. At one stage, I thought that Van Nistelrooy would maybe get the Man United job, and he got bulleted when the new manager turned up. And Leicester must have seen something in him because they've appointed him. And good luck to the guy. He's got a job on his hands with Leicester, but they are out of the relegation zone at the moment, so who knows? Champ asks me, who do I want to win? As a neutral, I'm not really that fussed who wins it. I just want to see a good game. I want to see a few goals, a good game. So that's things as they are at the moment. So we've got an 8 o'clock kickoff, which is around about 10 minutes away. My favourite team is Leeds United, so I'm happy with the way things are going in for my team at the moment. We've got about 10 minutes to discuss this game. If you want to get involved with the channel, you can give us your comments on the teams as you see them. There's been a few changes. So what do you think of the teams? If you're a Brighton fan or a Southampton fan, you'll know more about your teams than I do. So there's been a couple of changes. What do you think to those? Do you think it strengthens your team or weakens your team? Or if you're not quite so sure and you're a neutral like me, just give us a score. What do you think the score is going to be? Give us your predictions. We've got 10 minutes to discuss them. I can have a laugh at some of them. I can agree with some of them. My champ, you're a Liverpool fan, so you'll be looking forward to Sunday then. Do you think you're going to beat them? 3-2. Be a good game if it's 3-2 tonight. Yeah, we will all enjoy that. Unless you're a Southampton fan, that is. So Champ thinks Liverpool, I mean, the way Liverpool are playing at the moment, you can't bet against them, can you? And where the Man City are playing, you can't bet for them either. So your smart money would be on Liverpool to win that game on Sunday, but you just never know, dear. I mean, the Man City can't keep losing forever. Sooner or later, they're going to come out with this poor run, and someone's going to suffer for it. But Champ hopes that hopefully not Liverpool on Sunday. I think if Liverpool beat Man City on Sunday, that's going to put them somewhere in the region of about 11 points behind Liverpool. Let me just have a look at the league and just confirm that. Yeah, 11 points behind Liverpool on Sunday. If Man City lose to them, we will win 5-3 against Man City. No, that'll be a game worth watching if they do win 5-3. What a game that'd be, 8 goals. Champ, do you think that if you go 11 points clear of Man City, is that the end of Man City's title challenge? What do you think? What does anybody think? If you're on YouTube, what do you think? Thanks for joining us. If you have just joined us on YouTube, if you're not a subscriber, please do hit the subscribe button and the like button. It just does help with the algorithm. And of course, get your comments in. Hit that notification bell so that you're aware of all the future watch-alongs that we do. Thanks to everybody who's joining us on TikTok so far. Thanks for your support. It's really is appreciated. We're looking forward to a good game here. We're just getting predictions in. Yes, we have a chance to win, says Champ. Yeah, I think you've got a good chance. You're the favourites. I'm just thinking that if you beat Man City on Sunday, does that put them out of the title race? And is it just between you and Arsenal then? Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think it'll just be between you and Arsenal. And you know what? I think that Arsenal haven't got a goal scorer, and that's going to bite them on the butt sometime during this season, because you need a good goal scorer to win the game, to win the league. And as we found out over the last couple of seasons, that Arsenal fall short because they don't have that goal scorer who's going to get them 20 a season, like a Haaland or a Salah. And that's why they don't win the championship. Should win the championship, yes, Champ. It's in your hands, really, isn't it? It's in your hands with an 8-point lead. You've lost just one game this season. You're top of the Champions League, having won all your games. I mean, it couldn't be going any better for Mr. Slot and his team. You need to get those contracts sorted out with Salah and Trent, and is it Van Dijk as well? Is he out at the end of the season? You've got to get them sorted out. You can't let them go. And 5 minutes to go before the game starts. Just go through the teams again for Brighton. It's Verbruggen, Lamptey, Van Heck, Igor, Estupian, O'Reilly, Ayari, Rutte, Pedro, Mitoma, and Welbeck. For Southampton, it's Lumley in goal, Walter Peters, Howard Bellis, Stevens, Sugawara, Manning, Dibbling, Downs, Fernandez, Armstrong, and Archer. That's the 2 teams that are going to start this game. So we're just discussing this game before it starts. Brighton versus Southampton. If you've got a prediction for this game, then get it in there. We'll be happy to discuss your prediction, whether you think it's going to be a good. I'm looking forward to a good game with plenty of goals. I'll keep you informed about the scores as they're coming from the Championship as well. I mean, Sheffield United are playing Sunderland. That's of interest to me at the top of that Championship there. A 1-1 draw would do nicely for me. Would you sign Virgil van Dijk on the contract deal to 2028? Yeah, it's only 3 seasons. I would. Yeah, definitely would. I still think he's got a lot to offer as Van Dijk. So has Salah. And the thing is that if you get him on a contract of that sort of length as well, and it doesn't work out, you can always sell him for a profit. If you let him walk away for nothing at the end of a contract, you get nothing. That's just my opinion anyway. Just a few minutes away now, about 3 minutes before the game starts. Thanks to everyone who's joined us so far. This looks like there's a good crowd in tonight. It's cold there, though. It's cold everywhere at the moment. They're all wrapped up. Don't see many Christmas hats or Santas in the crowd. That's unusual. Usually you've got a few of them dressed up as a Santa with the beards and what have you on, but nothing yet. Teams are just assembling in the tunnel. Southampton in a very bright pink outfit tonight. Certainly be able to see them. Teams are coming out now, so we're not far away from the kickoff. Usual fireworks going off, flags being waved as the teams assemble in the centre of the pitch to go through the usual handshakes and what have you. Mascots trotting out alongside them. Bit of smoke drifting across the pitch from those fireworks, but that'll soon clear, hopefully. So the formation for Brighton. Just waiting for them to put it up. They're just going through the team as I've read it out a couple of times already. So they're going to line up. Looks like a 4-2-3-1. That's the formation for Brighton. Southampton on paper don't look to have a bad side, but it's just when you're down there, you usually find that any mistakes that you make, you always get punished for them. That's the thing about being down at the bottom. Anything that you do, it costs you a goal. It's just one of those phenomenons of being in the relegation zone. And you find that when something goes against you, it always goes against you and costs you points and positions. Matt O'Reilly playing in his Premier League start. This is his debut. It'll be a nervy time for him. But he's playing in a team that's full of confidence, so it should help him to settle down pretty quickly against a team that's not full of confidence. It was Joe Lumley in goal for Southampton's making his league debut this season or not, but that's what happens when you're down there. You're always chopping and changing, looking for that inspiration that seems never to come. But there's one thing for certain, Southampton definitely need points out of this. They can't afford to lose this. They really need 3. A draw would be better than nothing, but they need 3. Brighton need 3 and a couple of goals to go second. Just until the weekend. About to get the game underway. Southampton just in the huddle. Last few words of inspiration. Southampton to kick off, kicking from right to left. And away we go. As Howard Bellis sees the ball early on. Brings it across to Manning. Lumley gets an early touch of the ball. Back out to Walker-Peters. Back inside. A lot of pressure being put on. Back to Walker-Peters, who's had a good season so far and is making a bit of space in himself, laid into midfield and goes across to the right by Fernandez. Sugawara, but space in the box. Dibbling, his cross is blocked. Mitoma is fouled when he tries to take the ball away. Free kick to Brighton. Van Heck goes to the left. Stupid, I made the mistake, giving the ball back to Southampton in the centre midfield. Goes to Stevens, then to Walker-Peters. He plays the ball into midfield. Goes across to the right. Inside, Dibbling. Plays it back to Walker-Peters. To the left. Manning. Stevens to Howard Bellis. Out to the right. Sugawara gets it into the box, cuts it back, but it's cleared away. O'Reilly gets it away. Throw goes to Southampton, taken quickly. Howard Bellis. Gives it back to Lumley. A bit of pressure coming on Walker-Peters and Lumley. Howard Bellis plays it down the line. Archer brings it under control, under pressure. Cross goes in from Sugawara, but it goes through to Verbruggen. Bright start from Southampton. Mitoma gets it down the touchline. Estupinian, faced up by Sugawara, gets the cross in with his left foot. It's well cleared by Walker-Peters. It's been picked up again on the edge of the box. João Pedro, ball's hit against the defender on the edge of the box again. That's a good back heel there, gets it through. Welbeck tries to back heel it again, hits his foot and goes out for a goal kick. It was Matt O'Reilly with the first back heel. There's the first back heel, but Welbeck couldn't pull it off a second time. Almost another mistake there. That's what I say about teams who are in the relegation zone. They seem to make mistakes that cost them goals, and it almost did there. But they got away with it this time. They won't keep getting away with it. Walker-Peters again. To Stevens, across to Howard-Billis. Into centre midfield. And played into the inside right position. Archer chased it down. Ego got his foot to it. The corner's given. Opportunity for Southampton to get their noses in front from the first corner of the game. They'll want a decent delivery because they haven't scored that many goals so far, so quality is imperative here. Left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. And it comes, it's a good one as well. It's only half cleared. There's a shot that's scuffed. The rebound is played forward, looking for Mitoma, who's made a run deep, and he does take the ball off the defender and plays it. Oh, and he just tried to slot it into a half-open goal with Lumley scrambling across to his left. He just put it wide of that left-hand post. It was Sugawara who had the ball taken off him by Mitoma. Just dwelled on the ball there and then slipped, and then it was him against the goalkeeper. Southampton lucky to get away with that one. That's Walker-Peters with Brighton pushing onto him. Manning goes over. Foul's given. Downs gets the ball back again, then loses it. Plays it inside to Pedro. Rutter, inside right position, plays it inside, looking for the run of Welbeck. Doesn't get there. It's cleared. Brighton are fighting hard to win it back, and Rutter gets his foot in, doesn't win it back. Still well played. Dibley goes over eventually. He's shown a lot of strength, Dibley. Didn't get the free kick though. Goes up to the right side, Mitoma. Estupian goes back to the centre circle. Van Hecke plays it inside. It's a good ball into the middle there. It's lost by Welbeck eventually. It's tight in there. There was no space. Walker-Peters gets it out. Manning's lost it to Rutter. Comes inside on his left foot. He's got a chance to shot in. Oh, that It's just wide of that left post by Rutter. And Lumley wasn't getting there if that had been on target. Just makes his way across there, creates a space for himself, and that's only half a yard wide. Lumley wasn't getting there. Too strong again. Rutter again from Pedro. His ball's given away. Foul. Free kick. Bit of a bang on the head of Ayari. Dibbling, who took the knock there. He'll be all right. He'll get up. Manning back inside to Walker Peters. Stevens goes across to Stupinian. Stevens. Howard Bellis plays it inside. It was read by the defender, but Southampton have managed to keep hold of that. And then there's a foul. Ego committing the foul. Walker Peters goes in and out. Fernandez. Manning gets his left foot cross into the near post, and it's a good cross as well. And there was no one attacking that back post, because if they had done, they've had a sad foot finish. There's nobody at that back post. It's a good cross, is that? Just asking to be slotted in, and it wasn't attacked. And that's probably one of the problems for Southampton, not gambling enough. Ego brings it away. Comes out to Van Heck. Lamptey back to his keeper. It's well played by Brighton. You can see the full of football. Van Heck plays it inside. Welbeck skips away from his man, then is brought down. You may find that Flynn Downs gets a yellow card, and he does. Yeah, it's a good turn by Welbeck there. Flynn Downs just took his right leg away. Welbeck still down. Welbeck so far has had quite a good season with regards to injuries, but he's down now, and it's a problem with his right ankle. Let's hope he's not going to go off. It looks okay. Just flexing his ankle, but he doesn't seem to be in too much pain. Hopefully he's going to get up and he'll carry on. 12 minutes gone, still 0-0. But Brighton have had the two best chances so far. Chance for Mitoma, just needed to wrap his foot round it and curl it in that that near post, and he didn't manage to get his foot round it. Well back up and ready to go again. Second shot by Van Hecker. He goes across to the left. It's brought down well by Stupinian. Looking for support, has to go back. Back to Van Hecker in the centre circle. He plays a ball inside. Lamptey has it. Back to Van Hecker. There's movement in front of him. Pedro's got it through Riley, but he just lost control of it, just out of his reach, and it's half cleared, but Brighton have picked it back up again. And there's another foul there. Fernandez this time. Free kick's taken quickly. Referee's happy with that. It's cleared away. Van Hecker's going to keep it in. Going to go across to the left. Igor has it. Plays it inside to Rutter, who goes to Lamptey on the right-hand side. Back inside. Ayari goes across. Igor. Comes across to Lamptey again. Rutter supporting him, but he has to go back. Van Hecker on the halfway line. Igor makes a sprint forward. Gives it to Rutter. Bit of space down the right-hand side again now. Comes inside on his left foot. Plays the ball inside. Pedro sold him short. Ayari, though, gives it back to Rutter on the edge of the box. He gets on his left foot. Got a chance to open it up again. It's a great shot and it's the right-hand post. Brilliant from Rutter. Went across the box again on his left foot. Created the space and hit that right-hand post. Hits it well and all. Well, they've had a run in twice from Rutter now. They can't give him a third opportunity because he's liable to put it in the back of the net. They've seen what he does. He comes back inside on his left foot and they've let him do it. Southampton have got to learn a lesson. Yellow card there for O'Reilly for a foul on the centre circle. Tyler Diblin was making a few runs in midfield for Southampton and O'Reilly took his legs from under him. Golazzo, fan reactions. Hello, mate. I am making a video of fan reactions of this game. Can I put you in the video? You're welcome to, mate. Not a problem. Igor blocks a shot. Wasn't a convincing shot, but Southampton getting themselves forward and into the box there. Good interplay there. Thank you, mate. No problems, Golazzo. Corner for Southampton on the right side. It could be a left-footed in-swinger again. It is. Last one they had was a good delivery. Can they get another one here? Ball comes in again. Near post header cleared away. Ball goes up again. They're head tennis, but it's eventually cleared. Stupinian, and he picks the ball up again, lays it inside. There's a foul on Pedro. No, the referee's happy with that. Lets it go. Ball's played down the line, looking for the run there. Run of Armstrong. It's cleared up by Brighton. Van Hecker goes across to the left. Ball's played inside. It's cut out. So poor ball was that across his defence, but Brighton regather the ball. It goes back out again. Igor goes back to Verbruggen. Goes back to Igor, who's just gone a bit wider now. Comes inside. Touch wasn't good enough, and Southampton pick it up. Dibbling, fouled again by Mitoma this time. Free kick on the right-hand side. About halfway into the Brighton half. Can they get the quality in the cross again? And it comes, chipped to the back post. Easy for the keeper. Comes out and collects it on his penalty spot. That's the first poor cross that they've really put in there, Southampton. Can't afford to just float them into the box and let the keeper come off his line and collect them, because he'll do that all day. Van Hecker now plays it across to the left to Stupinian. Back to Igor. Southampton putting the squeeze on now. Goes back to Verbruggen. Out to the right edge of the box. Van Hecker. Lamptey. He's been squeezed. He has to go back to Verbruggen, who then drives it right-footed long. Mitoma challenging for it. Walker-Peters has been penalised for the foul on Jorginho Rute. He had hold of his shirt. He's got his arms around him. He's almost dragged him down. It's almost a rugby tackle. There's no complaints about that. He had his arms around him and eventually pulled him to the ground. It's Van Hecker who plays the ball short. It's played out to Lamptey. It's immediately under pressure, has to go back inside. Goes across to Igor on halfway line left. Estupinian plays it inside to Mitoma, the back to Estupinian. He goes back to Igor. Patient football from Brighton. Van Hecker goes across to the left. Long ball. Brought down by Mitoma on the chest and plays it back. It's crossed in. Edge of the box. O'Reilly heads it. It's not a bad effort. Floats over the bar. Goalkeeper was never going to be beaten by that one, but Walker-Peters aiming for Armstrong, but Lamptey's in there before Armstrong, and it's a throw to Southampton on the left-hand side, just short of the halfway. Ball goes back. Walker-Peters, and he goes all the way back to Lumley, goalkeeper. Drives it right-footed long. Armstrong, Lamptey takes it off him as Armstrong brought it down, and then did he run it out? Yes, he did. It's a throw to Southampton. Close to the corner flag on left-hand side. Floor's taken quickly. Armstrong, they tried to lay it back. It's deflected. It's picked up. Foul by the defender on João Pedro. It's a free kick that's deep in the Brighton half. Van Hecker takes it, gives it to Verbruggen, immediately sweeps it out left. Estupinian. He plays the ball left on the for Mitoma. Mitoma knew he wasn't going to get there, so he pulled his man down and gave the free kick away. Lumley has it now, under pressure. Has to drive it long and drives it straight out for a throw. And the ball comes back to Ego, plays it across to Van Hekke. Lumley wants it, doesn't get it, it goes across. It's Mitoma. Plays it back. It's a cross that's put in there. Welbeck at the near post just puts his header wide at the right-hand post. Again, Lumley flat-footed there. Was he going to get there if it was on target? I doubt it. Great left-footed cross. Oh, that's not far off from Welbeck. Oh, it's very close. That's a whisker wide. Walker-Peters coming away with it, but he's under pressure here. Gets the ball down the line for the run of Armstrong, and he's got a bit of space now into the box. Got Lamptey in front of him. He's laying it back, is he? No, he's going to crow for the cross. Lamptey's right in front of him, blocks it, and it goes out for a corner. It's a good run by Armstrong, that. It's well played by Lamptey to track back with his pace. But it's a corner on his left-hand side. It looks like it's going to be taken right-footed in-swinger. And it comes near post one that's headed away. Looked like it was Welbeck who headed away. It's recycled and crossed in by Walker-Peters, but it's a low one that's easily defended. Southampton pick it up on the halfway line. Walker-Peters again. He has to go to Lumley, who's just short of the centre circle there. Looking for a ball to give. Comes back to Walker-Peters. To left to Fernandez. Fernandez is brought down. Referee says, play on. Walker-Peters still. This time, Walker-Peters does draw the foul and does get the free kick. Manning stood over it. So is Fernandez. It's a long way out. If we're going to put a cross in, I don't want a floated cross in this time where the keeper can just come and attack it and catch it. Holding a high liner, Brighton here. Chance to float one over the top of them, which is what they do, but it's going straight to the keeper again. Like we said, we don't want to float one into the keeper's arms, and they have. And he's balled it out to Mitoma, who's beaten to the ball just on the halfway line. It's well done by Sugawara, because otherwise, Mitoma was away. Throw in. Stupian. Mitoma, back to him. Yeah, he gets it to Van Heck. Or Van Hekke. Rutter now brings it down. Double team this time, but he still has the ball. And he's fouled, kicked on the back of his ankle. He felt that one. Looks like tactically they've decided to put two men on Rutter as soon as he gets the ball. Lamptey takes the free kick quickly to Van Hekke. Goes inside. O'Reilly to Lamptey. He's going to cross it right foot. It's a good one as well. Oh, what a goal. Mitoma attacked that ball on the 6-yard box, wanted it more than the defender, heads it in, and that's only what Brighton have deserved. They take the lead 1-0, and that was a good goal, and that was a great cross by Lamptey. And Mitoma attacked it like you would expect your attackers to do. And he headed it past the keeper. Keeper had no chance. The defender at the back post there just let Mitoma run past him. It was Howard Bellis, who wasn't aware of Mitoma being behind him, and by the time Mitoma had ran past him, it was too late. The bounce came up just at waist height for Mitoma, great height to attack. That's probably indicative of where Southampton's season's been so far. Just sleeping at the most important moments. Howard Bellis just not aware of Mitoma's run from behind him. So how can Southampton react now? Walker Peters is going to go all the way across. That's Howard Bellis. Sugawara. Back inside to Sugawara. It's hacked across because it was a short ball that wasn't to the feet. And Rutter's pulled back Walker Peters again. That's the second time. Is he going to get a booking, Walker Peters? He's protesting his innocence, but that's the second time in fact, it's the third time. He's dragged him down twice and then hacked his ankles only a couple of minutes ago. And he's totted up. And because of that, he gets his booking. So he's got to be careful now as Walker Peters. Rutter's going to attack him, put a lot of pressure on him. Hey, Jack, good to see you. How are you doing, mate? Nice to see you back here again. It's a good game so far. Brighton, well, if you're a Brighton fan, that is. Southampton have been awful. I can't do the Arsenal game tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow, unfortunately. But I will be doing the Liverpool-Man City game on Sunday. Hey, Harry, how are you doing? Nice to see you back again. How are you doing? All right. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you, buddy. Been a good game so far if you're a Brighton fan. They've dominated. They've created 3 or 4 chances, and Mitoma's just banged one in a few minutes ago. Only what Brighton have deserved. Southampton have been poor in defence. Alfie Phelps, my second time in your live. Thanks for joining us, Alfie. It's great to see you. Thanks for your support. Mitoma has the ball on the left-hand side now. Comes inside. Was looking for Welbeck. Didn't get it. It's a foul there on Fernandez by Pedro. Pedro looks to have come out of it the worst. He was hopping about a bit there on his right ankle. Looks like he's okay. Oh, he was at the Arsenal-Chelsea game you watched, did you? Brighton certainly putting a bit of pressure on high up the pitch. Rutter and Lamptey. Rutter again, making Walker Peters go across to Howard Bellis. Sugawara goes down the line. Pressure's on again. See how they're forcing Southampton back all the time. Lumley plays it into the centre to Fernandez with a bit of space, but Rutter's closing him down. He's working hard, is Rutter. Manning has it now. Walker Peters, between them, they've messed it up. Welbeck, edge of the box, who's looking to open it up for a shot there, but it was just toe-ended away from him. And Southampton have got a chance to break away now. It's Rutter is down again. Referee stopped the play because of Rutter's injury. It's holding his left shoulder. I did enjoy the Leeds game the other night, yeah. Although I didn't see it live because I was working. Unfortunately, if hadn't been working, I'd have done a live stream of it. But I saw the highlights, and yeah, I've been impressed with what's going on. How you going, Alfie? Okay, no problem. Hope to see you again maybe on Sunday for the Liverpool Man City game. See you, Alfie. Yeah, we had a great result midweek, beating a fairly useful Luton team, although they haven't been playing well. They've got a good team. We've got to back it up tomorrow with a win at Blackburn, which won't be easy. Anyway, it looks like Rutter's returned to action now, and the free kick's going to be taken by Van Hecke. Stupian plays it inside to Mitoma. Mitoma gets it back to him. Played inside to O'Reilly, but it's brought away. It's played down the right-hand side. Armstrong's at the back post. Archer just couldn't reach him. Archer was free. Armstrong was free. Archer just couldn't get it across to him. But they get a corner anyway. It's a good ball, that. Yeah, I saw that result 6-1. I couldn't quite believe it, but I knew that you'd be happy with that. Another left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side here. Can they get a quality delivery? And it comes. It's a leap on. The keeper gets it, drops it. Van Hecke brings it away, though. Down the line, but he's lost it. It's crossed in immediately. And it's a right-foot in-swinger that goes straight into Verbruggen's arms. Should have been 10. It was one of those days, was it? Sugawara wins it back. Archer is dispossessed. Played inside to Welbeck, to João Pedro. Go back to Igor. Van Hecke. Back inside again. O'Reilly's lost it. Armstrong. Shot is blocked by Fernandez. Van Hecke gets himself in there. Mitoma wins the ball. Mitoma's away there on the left-hand side. The cross is at the back post. Rutter, not known for his heading ability, is beaten to it by Walker Peters. Rutter again, though, on the left foot, on the edge of the box, has been forced to go back. Ayari Spreads it to the left. Stupian. Back to Ego. To Van Hecke. Lamptey. Has to come back inside. Ayari. Ego to Stupian on the left-hand side. Creating a bit of space, just played the ball inside. Ball is played out to the right to Lamptey. He's got a bit of space. Puts an early ball in again that's well defended this time. The ball's picked up by Rutter, though, deep inside the box. He attacks that byline, gets his cross in. It's blocked by Walker-Peters at the expense of a corner. Rutter on his right foot this time. O'Reilly's going to take a left-footed in-swinger from the right-hand side. And it comes headed away. It's flick header away to the back post. It's picked up. João Pedro. Stupinian back to Pedro. Ball comes out to Walker-Peters. Fernandez. Walker-Peters. Southampton finding it difficult to be able to move the ball forward. It's Manning. Has to go all the way back. So poor one that Mitoma's going to put a bit of pressure on it. It's nodded back to the keeper. And he gives it straight back out to Howard Bellis. To Walker-Peters. 9 shots. 9 shots for Brighton against 3 for Southampton. Tells you everything in this first half. With 4 minutes to go. Brighton dominated possession. Ball's played forward to Danny Welbeck. It's pinched off him, but he's fighting back. It's well played by Southampton. Being squeezed in their own corner there. Manning. Rutte gets the ball flicked forward, but it's given away to Welbeck and plays it inside to Mitoma. João Pedro almost got the ball at his feet, making a run into the box, but it's ran Southampton's way and they're coming out on the right-hand side. Fernandez plays it inside. Dibbling plays it down the line to the run of Sugawara. Cross. Nobody there. Back post. Manning. Bit of a scuffed, dragged shot. Defended by Brighton at the expense of a corner. They've got into some good positions of Southampton at times, but the final ball has been lacking a bit of quality. Right-footed in-swinger, near post. It's flicked up in the air by Armstrong and it's going to go out. Is it? No, it didn't go out. Everybody thought that was dropping out. Didn't. It's cleared. Mitoma and Walker-Peters battling for it. This time it's Walker-Peters that's fouled. Southampton not at this by any means at the moment. So a good cross. Archer's put it wide. As Ego missed the cross, it was a low one to the near post, and Archer attacking that near post has put it wide, and that's the best chance that it may have been slightly offside. Archer's got to put it in first, then worry about it. Van Hecker all the way across. Estupiñán to Ego. There's a run being made there by... That was Fernandez. Flynn Downs gets the ball now. Howard Bellis goes down the line for Archer. Ego has cut that out and put it away. Stevens. Fernandez goes back across to Howard Bellis. Sugawara being forced back by Mitoma. Goes to Lumley. He's going to go along with his kick. He does. Centre. It's headed away. Picked up by Estupiñán. Van Hecker. Lamptey. Goes back to Verbruggen. He goes across to the left. Ego drives it left-footed forward. It's been picked up in the midfield by Southampton. They've got a chance to come away with it, but Dibbling just couldn't hold on to it. Welbeck gets it across to the right-hand side. Rutter again. Got two on him now. Comes inside on his left foot. Goes across to Mitoma. Pedro gives it to Mitoma. Gets it across. It's cut out there. There was two men waiting to put it in at the near post. Southampton win the free kick. Takes a bit of pressure off them. Ball goes down the line. It's brought inside, but it's lost control of. Van Hecker picks the loose ball up. It's Ego. Lamptey gets it on the right-hand side. Gives it back to Van Hecker. Into the second minute of 4 minutes added time at the end of this first half. Foul in the centre circle. Ayari was fouled. Ball goes out to the left-hand side. Back to Ego. It's Fernandez who lost the ball and then battling back for it. Stevens giving it away to Mitoma on the left-hand side. He's got a chance to attack the box. Comes inside. Pedro, left-footed shot, straight out the keeper at his near post. It's not a bad shot by Pedro, that, but keeper was in a great position to collect that fairly easily. Goes back inside again. Pedro is fouled this time on the edge of the box. A lot of complaints there. Flynn Downs has got to be careful there. Well, it did push him over. I mean, Pedro's probably made the most of that, but it did push him. Free kick in a dangerous position now. Don't want to go in 2-0 down Southampton. That's to be nowhere back from that position at the moment. They're still in it at 1. It's 45 seconds of this first half left. It's headed out by Armstrong, defender on the edge of his box. Lamptey's happy to go all the way back to Verbruggen. It's a long ball again. Ball is humped upfield and bang on the 4 minutes. That's the end of the first half. At half time, 1-0. Probably very well deserved as well. Brighton have had 3 or 4 decent chances and have hit the post from Rutter, who's been very good this first half. And could have been 2 or 3 up with a bit of luck or a bit better finishing. But the fact is that it's only 1-0 at half time, and while it's 1-0, Southampton are still in it. They've created a couple of half chances where they've had a chance to put the ball in the box with a bit of quality and haven't managed to do that. If they had done, they may have had a chance on goal and maybe a chance to equalise, and that's what it's all about at the moment, is just dragging points up from wherever they can, Southampton. But as it is a half time, we've got a chance for you to get your comments in on what you've seen so far. Are Southampton capable of getting back into this game? Having seen what you've seen so far, is it just a matter of time before Brighton get a second and third goal and run out easy winners and end up going second in the league? If we look at positions so far, and this is, don't forget, so far it's only half time, Southampton are second in the league on 25 points. That's until, just looking, can Chelsea go above them? They can if they win. Or was they playing on? Let's have a look at their fixtures to see. Chelsea play on Saturday. They must be playing Sunday. Chelsea then must be Chelsea are at home to Aston Villa. So the only 2 teams that could go above Brighton after today's result are either Man City or Chelsea, and neither of those teams are playing until Sunday. So Brighton will spend the next couple of days in second position, Champions League positions. Who would have thought of that? And that leaves Southampton rock bottom. 4 points. If they lose this game, having lost 5 of the last 6 games, not great at all. They've got the worst goal difference by far down there. And they're -16. The next would be Ipswich on -10, but Ipswich have got 5 more points than them. So it's looking bleak already for Southampton after only 13 games. So they need to get themselves back into this game. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. So while we're at half time, we've got a chance of getting your thoughts in on the game so far. Give us your thoughts on what you might think your final score would be, or if you just want to tell me, do you think that the appointment of Ruud van Nistelrooy at Leicester is a good one, or Frank Lampard at Coventry? What about him going there? Who would have thought that one? Let me know in the comments if you've got anything to say about that. No one's got anything to say. No one's got anything to say so far. I'm surprised. bet there'll be plenty to be said at the game on Sunday. Just looking at my analytics. Just watched the FA Cup game at the moment. Oh, who's that? Who's playing in that one? I haven't looked at the. Are getting some non-league team. I try to get interested in those games, Harry, but I just can't drum up the enthusiasm to watch them. I'll start when it gets to the third round and what have you, but I can't watch those games, unfortunately. Hey, Simply Joy, thanks for joining us on YouTube. How's the game? It's been a good game so far, especially for a Brighton fan. They've dominated Southampton and deservedly are a goal up at the moment. Jorginho Rutter has been superb this first half. He's had a couple of shots and has hit the post with one as well. Mitoma is the guy who scored the Brighton goal, and deservedly they are at the moment second in the league. And Southampton are rock bottom and getting further and further into the mire. Things have got to change for Brighton, for Southampton in the second half, because all you can see so far is Brighton dominating possession and going on to score more goals. And Southampton have looked shaky at the back. They've created a couple of half chances up front, but they've looked poor in defence, and that's been the problem. Who's bleeding massively from his head? Is it that game you're watching at Harrogate? Are you watching the second half, Simply Joy? Might be a good second half, this. Southampton have got to come out and attack this game because they just can't lose this. A point is better than nothing, but they really want 3, and that's going to open the game up, hopefully. Just looking at the scores and fixtures so far. Where are we? Let's have a look at. It's 0-0 at half time in the Sheffield United Sunderland game, and they are both down to 10 men. They've had Harris Suter has been sent off for Sheffield United for a second yellow card, and Chris Mepham has been sent off for Sunderland for a straight red. So they're both down to 10 men, and it's still 0-0, and I hope it stays that way. For me personally. Let's have a look at the FA Cup, where the one that Harry's watching, Harrogate are 1-0 up against Gainsborough Trinity. I was listening to the radio early on with me living in the vicinity of Gainsborough Trinity, and the manager was saying that they've got nothing to lose. They're going to go out and give it a go and hopefully get into the third round. But it's not worked so far, but it's only 1-0 after 60 minutes. Gainsborough have still got it all to play for. Is it right that there's no replays in these early games? It'll go straight to extra time and penalties. There's no replays for Gainsborough turning to second back to their pitch. I think that's right. But as we are at the moment, Brighton in second position. Just looking at the table for the championships. Norwich would go on to 25 points, wouldn't they? I mean, if we beat Blackburn for you tomorrow as well, that would be a big help. That would get you just below the playoff places. So, yeah, you really do need a win just to keep in touch. We'll beat Blackburn for you tomorrow, so that'll take you above them. Currently, Leeds are in second position, having gone down one place because Sheffield United are at the moment drawing. So the draw is good for us, really, because if we beat Blackburn tomorrow, then we'll go up to 38 points, and that just opens a little gap up between ourselves and third position of 4 points. So Sunderland, no, they haven't got a game in hand. This is today. Their 18th game of the season. So no, they haven't got that game in hand. I don't expect Sunderland to keep in that position up there anyway. I think that they'll end up falling away. I don't think they've got the squad to mount a title challenge. Mind you, I said that I didn't expect Ipswich to keep it going as they did last year. So you just never know, I guess. Plenty of games to come over Christmas. Really looking forward to the Christmas period. It really can define a season for a lot of teams to see how they come out the far end of Christmas and in what position. And then, of course, at the beginning of January, we get the transfer window reopens again for a few weeks. I know one little boy who is fast asleep. But you, just looking at the Sheffield United and Sunderland game now. Sunderland missed a penalty as well. Can you believe that? Good save by the keeper. Only a few minutes before the kickoff for this second half. Anyone got any thoughts regarding the final score? I'm thinking of something like 3-0 to Brighton. I just can't see Southampton getting back into it. If there's anybody on YouTube who wants to drop us a comment and let us know what they think the final outcome of this game is going to be, you're quite welcome to. Don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe and hit that like button. It just helps with the algorithm. And of course, the notification bell. If you want to put your comments in, please do. You're welcome to. I always like to see comments and we can read them out and discuss them while we've got the time to. Brighton just coming out now, ready for the second half, eager to get the game underway again, as they will do. They want to get the game going and get back on top as they finish the first half. Just get the timer up ready to start for this second half. Both teams lined up. Referee just checking the keepers are all right. Brighton kicking off, kicking from right to left in this second half. Referee's just handing something to the fourth official. Don't know what it was, but everything looks okay to go. And away we go. Mitoma down this left-hand side was a handful in the first half. I can imagine there must be some tactical nous that's going to stop that. Rutter on one side and Mitoma on the other have created havoc. Estopian plays it inside. Mitoma plays it back inside. Ego goes back to Verbruggen. No changes at half-time. Got still the same teams. Ball goes long. It's picked up by Stupian. He's got Mitoma with him. He's going to cross it early. Stupian, but it's headed away. Yari picks the loose ball up though. Plenty of time, plenty of space in front of him. Goes across to Lamptey. Yari again to Ego. Got a Stupian on the left-hand side. Mitoma lays it back to Stupian, but he's forced him to go back to collect the ball. Goes across to Ego. He steps across and plays the ball out to the right to Van Hecke. He goes down to Lamptey, who's got a bit of space on the right-hand side. On the edge of the box now. Comes back inside, lays it inside. It's crossed. It's a bit of a high one. It's good for Welbeck, but it was well over his head and goes harmless over his head for... Well, Welbeck was claiming for the corner. He thought the defender had got a touch on it, but referee disagrees and it's a goal kick. Walker-Peters plays it down the left. The run of Armstrong, but it's run out and it's going to be a throw to Brighton. Made a few runs in the first half, did Armstrong, but poor quality of ball never really got him in. Bit of a nudge in the back there. I don't think Pedro was quite happy with that. Just the throw it's given. Flicked inside, but looks like Welbeck's being given offside. Going to be a free kick to Southampton on the left-hand side. Played short down the line, has to go back to Walker-Peters. He spreads it across to the right-hand side. Played inside, but Mitoma got the ball. Ayari's given a free kick away. Dibbling, tackle from behind. Yeah, it was a foul there. Oh, yeah, I never touched the ball. As soon as Southampton looked to play the ball forward, then Brighton are quickly onto them like they are there now. And it forces Southampton back. They've got no space in front of them. Manning has to come back inside. Just Mitoma putting the pressure on. Pedro putting the pressure on the keeper, Lumley. That's well played by Brighton. They put the pressure on there, forced a mistake and picked the ball up. Well, that's a foul there, but it's been able to play on. Lamptey coming inside. Played inside. Crossed to the back post, and Mitoma wasn't attacking the back post. It was a great cross. Lamptey played it inside. It was played by Welbeck for the run on the right-hand side. It's crossed to the back post, and Mitoma just wasn't attacking it. Not like he did for his goal in the first half. Otherwise, again, if he could have got around Sugawara, it would have been a tap-in. Hey, boy. Hey, boy. Lumley goes out to the right. Sugawara keeps the ball in, but Brighton are putting the pressure on again. Mitoma. Pedro, it goes back to Lumley. Oh, it's a poor one by Rutter, picks it up on his left foot. Has the deflected shot. He goes out for a corner, but that was poor by Lumley. Almost give it away in the centre of the 18-yard box. What was he thinking of there? A fluffed cross, and luckily by the time Rutter got into a position to have a shot, they'd got a few defenders in front of him. It's true, Harry. Southampton at the moment just don't look good enough till they know near good enough. Cross comes in. It's headed away. It's picked up by Pedro. Shot from the edge of the box by Stupian. He wins the header again there. Comes down to Welbeck. Welbeck lays it back. Pedro goes for the cross. They haven't reacted as the ball was deflected back, and it comes back to Pedro. He goes down the line, gets the cross in. It's a scramble there. It looks like the linesman's given an offside somewhere in that. Southampton defenders just didn't react when Pedro got that second ball. They all thought it was going out, and it was only Pedro that reacted, and he almost got in at the near post. And that's been the problem for the Southampton defenders. Just not anticipated anything. They've just not been alive to anything. Lumley drills it forward. Armstrong doesn't pick the ball up. Goes back to Verbruggen. Southampton try to put a bit of pressure on. Lamptey almost lost the ball, but it goes for a corner. Southampton putting a bit of a squeeze on there. Gifted Southampton a chance to get a corner swung in. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. And really, Brighton need that second goal to kill this game off. Because while it's 1-0, Southampton are still in it. Back post swung in. It's going to go straight to the keeper. You know what, Harry? I'm thinking the same way as you. If we'd have won that playoff and gone up, it could have been us as well, because our team wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough then to stay in the Premier League. We know that now. We've got a better squad this time. And I think we'd have struggled in it as well. I think we'd have been getting beat week after week. Southampton playing it inside, so a nice little ball inside there. But Welbeck working hard to keep the pressure on. Comes out to Manning on the left-hand side. So cross that's far too high. Sails out at the far post without any Southampton playing get anywhere near it. Adam Lallana in the crowd there. And missing his experience, leadership, I guess. Ball's played into the middle. It's well played by Pedro. Gets it out to the right-hand side to Van Hecke. He plays it inside. And out to the right it goes to Lamptey. He comes back to Van Hecke, who sweeps it out left. Estupinian brings it down. Has to go back to Igor, just inside the Southampton half. Back to Estupinian. Igor again. Gonna go down the line. He plays it inside to Mitoma. And he's body checked there by Howard Bellis and gets a card for it, and quite rightly too. Yeah, I mean, they're always going to have a couple of good games where they give a teams a run out there, but overall, they're going to lose 3/4 of the games at least out there and go down with about 20 points, which is nowhere near enough to stay up. Hey, Si says Southampton, come on, a Southampton supporter. I didn't think they was seeing any of these tonight. Ball's played in, it's a good one. Headed away at the near post. The shot comes in. It's a good left-footed strike there by O'Reilly. Keeper comes down and makes a comfortable save. Hit into the ground and then bounced up comfortably for the keeper to make a save. Another shot on target. Just up in Ipswich goes down. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Harry. Ipswich to go down and you lot to go up. Now, that would be one in the faces for them, wouldn't it? Squeezes on again, look. This is where Brighton win the ball back because the squeeze is so good. They're swarming all over the Southampton players. It's gone back to Lumley. Stevens has got it across to Manning. Comes back inside to Stevens. Goes to Downs. He spreads it wide to the right. Sugawara goes down the line. Archer gets a cross in with his right foot. It's way over Armstrong's head. And Lamptey gets a touch on it, and it goes for a throw off the Southampton man. I'll say Southampton have got into some good crossing opportunities there, dangerous opportunities to get a quality on the cross, and it's just not happened for them. Yeah, I can see that one, Harry. You just don't want to get relegated the next season because it's loss after loss, embarrassment after embarrassment, mistake after mistake. I've seen it with Leeds, and it's horrible to watch. Dibley, he's had a good game. Dibley, he's got some good numbers on him, and that's a great ball to Armstrong. It's another chance here. But it's Armstrong again on his right foot. Can he get a shot? No, it's blocked. Second shot, and it's an equaliser. And who's they were by Flynn Downs. And that's what we've been saying all along, that while it was only 1-0, Southampton was still in it, and they've created a chance. And Flynn Downs, probably him and Diblin, the best players on the pitch for Southampton, have equalised. Armstrong has a shot. It's brought back to Armstrong. He has a second shot. Looks like he right, and then the next ball is thrashed in by. Ball comes back there, and this is where it's smashed in by Downs on his right foot. He really gets a good strike on it, and it gets through the gap, and Verbruggen's not going to get to that. And Hersai will be happy because Southampton have equalised. Brighton have got to go again now. They want that second place. Bit of confidence for Southampton. Could they go on and nick it after all this? Could they go on and nick it? Great goal, says Hersai. Southampton fan obviously would have enjoyed that one. João Pedro on the left. He goes down. Downs again. He's on a yellow card. He's walking a tightrope, is Downs. Bit of frustration on the touchline between the two management teams. And the referee's got to have said to Downs there, this is your last chance. Another foul and you're off, pal. Might be a good idea for the manager to take him off. Southampton can't afford to go down to 10. He's got his arm right around his neck, hasn't he? It's not a yellow card, that, but it's the totting up procedure. He's committed so many fouls as Downs. Someone's got a book in there. Somebody on the touchline has got a book in there. Still at it. Now here comes a substitute. I won't be surprised if it's Downs coming off before he gets sent off. It's certainly a Southampton substitution. In the meantime, it looks like this free kick's going to be taken. Estupiñán stood over it. Ayari's there as well. Who's going to take it? Is it going to be a left or a right-footed swinger? We'll see. Estupiñán's going to take it left-footed. Comes in. They came to Welbeck on his left foot. He had a chance to have a swing at it, and he tried to just flick it on. He hits the defender and goes out for a corner on this left-hand side. Still a chance for Ayari to put a right-footed in-swinger in. All to play for now. Ayari puts his hand up, runs up and takes it. It's a free header on the 6-yard box. Comes out to Estupiñán, and again, it's deflected and takes it straight into Lumley's hands, and he flicks it out over arm to Armstrong on the left-hand side. He cuts in and lays it out to Sugawara. He gets the ball across, and it's a poor ball. Archer does his well to keep it in, but that wasn't a difficult ball to get it across there by. Let's into Archer again. He's lost it again, and it's eventually cleared away. But Southampton are enjoying a good bit of pressure here. Walker-Peters now goes out to the left again. Harry would like Southampton to win, so I'm not really fussed who wins this, really, to be honest. As a neutral, Diblin loses the ball. It's won back by Sugawara. Goes across to Stevens, back to Harwood Bellis. Sugawara makes the run. It's played in for him, and it does reach him. Gets the ball across first time when he should have just brought it down and just looked for a man. He was just hoping that someone was making a run, and nobody was. Looks like Matt Gill was shown a yellow card there for Southampton. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean now. Yeah, 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 I get it now, Harry. Yeah, Estopian on the halfway line on the left-hand side has to go back to Igor. Igor gives it back to Estopian. He goes across. Sayara plays it inside. Igor has it, has to go out to Estopian again. He plays it down the line to Mitoma, who plays it inside. It's well battled for. Pedro plays Mitoma in on the left-hand side. He tries to go for an early cross. It's well defended by Stevens. I don't know whether that went out for a corner or a throw. It's not a surprise that's Southampton substitution, is it? Downs is taken off before he's sent off. But he's got the goal. He's got the equaliser to his name. So Aribo takes his place. Ryan Fraser comes on for Sugawara as well. So double substitution for Southampton, which is a bit of a surprise. I mean, I can understand them taking Downs off, but they were on top. Sugawara maybe should have left him on for a bit longer because they were on top. They've been dominating the last 10 minutes, Southampton, but what do I know? I'm not a manager. Stopping anyway to take this throw. Ego showing strength, gets a left-footed crossing. That's a great cross. And Rutte at first, I don't know if he got a nudge off the defender, but he sort of like turned in the air and in the end was facing the opposite way when he headed it. Well, it sort of like came off his shoulder. He wasn't even looking at the goal. I don't know what happened there. It was enough to put him off, whatever happened there. Oh, that's almost given away again. That's careless by Southampton. Mitoma brings, I think it's Howard Bellis down on the edge of the box, but almost pinched off him. That's careless by Southampton, having just got back into it. Diblin battling for it. It's well played by Diblin. He still has it. It's good strength by Diblin. He's done great. And he's got a man out wide on the left. Manning. Oh, they've scored as well. Would you believe it? Archer scored at the far post. That was a brilliant move. Counter attack. That was Manning on the far side who put that cross in. First quality cross. And Southampton have taken the lead. Can you believe it? After Brighton had dominated that first half, they haven't come out in the second half. That's brilliant by Dibbling. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. He's gone too soon. That's offside, surely. There's going to be a VAR check. No doubt about that. That's so close. What do you think, Harry? Offside? Looks like it offside to me. Anybody else got an idea on this? I think he's just a fraction off by the looks of that. Put the lines in, guys, and we'll see. Is it going to be ruled out for offside? Yeah, I agree with you, Harry. Definitely. They haven't put the lines in yet, but we can see it, can't we? It's not Armstrong in the middle, it's Archer at the back post. Taking the time with this. I don't know why they're not putting the lines in, but they're not. Unnecessary delay to this game, isn't it? It's taking forever, is this? It was apparently given offside on the pitch, so if they can't put those lines in, they can't overrule it, can they? It's got to be a clear and obvious error. I don't understand this. They're obviously, it's so tight, they're waiting for the lines, but they can't draw them for some reason. It's given offside on the... Oh, there's the line now. Onside. So it's a goal then. Oh, I can't believe that. He doesn't look onside, does he? So they're saying now that Armstrong interfered with Van Hecker, making the attempt to cut out the cross. So is he offside? Having said that Archer is onside, so they're looking at Armstrong being offside, and did he interfere? Would Van Hecker have stopped that if Armstrong hadn't been there? Or given offside? Well. What do you think, guys? What do you think? I think that's harsh. Given that Archer was onside, I think that's a harsh decision in the end. I don't think Van Hecker would have stopped that cross no matter what happened. Looks like Lamptey's going off. Couple of substitutions. Pedro's gone off. Adingra's come on. Lewis Dunk come on. Surprising, but he is. Here we go. Still all to play for at 1-1. Controversial, Harry. What do you think? I think having seen that Archer was onside or given onside, that has just got to be a goal. I don't think Van Hecker was stopping that cross no matter where Armstrong was. Anyway, they're giving it away onto the edge of the box. There's got to be a chance of a shot here. It's crossed to the back post. Oh, that was deflected away as Georgina tries to do the bicycle kick. Didn't really get a good connection with it. It's deflected away. Would it have gone in? Anyway, it's a corner. Have Brighton woken up? Yeah, I got to agree with you, Harry. That's really harsh. That had to be a goal for me. Anyway, it's a right-footed in-swinger. Ayari takes it. Goes to the back post. It's a header. It's a poor header as well there. Was that Dunk there? Yes. Not the greatest header by Dunk. He's maybe not got up to pace yet with the game. Brighton picked the ball back up again on the left-hand side. Stupinan. Played into the centre of midfield, and it's a great ball down the right-hand side. Adingra puts it in early. It's cut out at the near post by Stevens at the expense of a corner. Really boiling up now. It's end-to-end stuff with just over 15 minutes to go. Get the feeling that we haven't seen the last of the scores yet. Thoughts on Man City lately? Yeah, they've had a bad run, haven't they? That's certain. I don't think they're a bad team. I don't think they've suddenly the wheels have come off, and I think they'll hit their form again shortly. I'm sure they will. Near post one, it's headed away by Archer, corner again. Yeah, and I think that they'll come back to form. They're too good not to. And could Liverpool be this game? A footed in swing again. Still wanted a near post. It's headed over by Weaver. I didn't even know Weaver had come on. Anyway, whatever, it was flicked over the bar. Squeezes on again. Welbeck, Mitoma. That's well blocked by Weaver. Stupian gets the header. It's given away. Archer's foul, but the referee lets it go on. Plays out to the right-hand side. Walker-Peters. Dibbling goes back to Walker-Peters. I think everybody's enjoying seeing them lose because they've just dominated everything, haven't they? But I still think they're too good a team to just carry on losing it game after game after game. And maybe this Liverpool game is just what they need to really turn them back on again. I won't be surprised, put it that way. Dibbling plays it inside. Looking for the run of Archer, but it's cut out. Rutter battling for it in midfield. Plays out to the right-hand side. Comes back into the centre. Weaver, but he's lost possession. It's taken off him. Danny Welbeck commits the foul, trying to win the ball back. As Fraser plays it inside. Comes across to Howard Bellis. Back to Stevens, to Howard Bellis. Plays it long looking for the run of Armstrong, and he gets it as Armstrong. Gets it under control. Fraser again on the right foot, gets a crossing. There's nobody at the back post. It was there to be attacked by someone at the back post. I don't see how Armstrong can be affecting Van Hecker there because there was 2 or 3 yards space between them. I think that's a poor decision by VAR. Another one. Yeah, just sick of seeing them win the league every year. Yeah, I know what you mean. But who would you want to win it? Liverpool? Arsenal? Certainly not Arsenal, not for me. Aston Villa or Tottenham? Yeah, possibly, but they're not going to do it, are they? Evan Ferguson's back on. Hasn't had the effects that he had last year, Ferguson, but he's had a few injuries. Looks like Lumley has a knee problem here for Southampton, receiving a bit of treatment. Looks like Lumley's going to be okay. That's played long into centre midfield. Bounces over the head of Ferguson. Fernandez lays it across. Comes out to the right-hand side. Dibbling now on his left foot. Got a chance to attack it. It does, though. He is a good shot. One of the greatest of shots at the near post. Bit of a dragged one. I'm sure he was looking for the far post. It's well played by Dibbling. He's had a good game for Southampton, and he's had a good season so far. In a side that's struggling, Dibbling's shone so far. 10 minutes plus whatever added on. So Stupinian goes for a long cross right across Ferguson. Well, it looked like Ferguson was brought down. The free kick's given against him. Yeah, maybe just ran into the pair of them. Possibly. Ball goes down the left-hand side. He's looking for Armstrong. It's nowhere near him. He's chased a few lost hopes as Armstrong. He's put the work in, put the distance in, not had much service. Verbruggen. Plays it inside. It's laid out to the right to Dunk. And it's given away. And then the foul's given. Weaver can't get themselves back into this game. Brighton now. Free kick's going to be taken by possibly Manning. Goes out. It's Frazier. He plays it down the line. Armstrong. Van Hecker's with him. So it's a drinker, but he gets his cross in. It's a good cross. It's headed away by Dunk. Dibbling scuffs his left-footed volley. High in the air. Headed on. Dibbling picks the ball up again and he's lost it. I think the referee's pulled that back for a free kick on Rutter in the centre circle. Yeah. So had a bit of treatment as Rutter today. Mostly rugby stuff around the waist and dragging him down. Anyway, stooping hands it. Mitoma, he's lost control of it, but won it back. Plays it on the inside. Cross goes in early by Ayari, but it's headed away. Picked back up by Ayari. Mitoma. Estupinian. Mitoma. Estupinian goes back. So Weaver. Centre midfield. Dunk chips it forward. Headed on by Rutter. So free kick's being given, is it? No. Brighton still have it on the halfway line. Ego on the left. Going forward. Plays it inside. It's flicked on for Estupinian. He's going to make that ball. Gets it back, does he? No, he just couldn't wrap his foot around it enough to keep it in. And it just floats over the bar, far side, and out for a goal kick. Thought he was going to make that ball at first. Possibly earlier in the game when he was a bit fresher, he would have done. Don't forget Liverpool against Man City on Sunday evening. If you're not a follower or a subscriber, please do so we can watch this game. Hit the notification bell so you know exactly what time the game's kicks off and when we come online. Dunk saw nothing in front of him and goes all the way back to Verbruggen. He lays it out to the right-hand side. Played inside, but it's lost by Rutter. Southampton have tightened themselves up back there now and they're actually winning a bit of space in midfield with Armstrong going down the inside left position out to Fraser, who's supported, gets a cross in again. It's a toe end up there. Estupinian heads the ball away as it spun into the air. Fraser gets it again. Another cross that Dunk clears this time. Fraser's had the quality on that left-hand side with some of his crosses, but here comes Mitoma now. Picked up by Rutter, played looking for Ferguson's run on the left-hand side, but it's cut out. And here come Fraser on Southampton. I'm sorry, buddy. I can't do the Wolves game tomorrow. Unfortunately, I'm working, or else I would do. Wish I could do it, mate. I wish I could. It's at 3, yeah. I work all day. I work 9 till 7 tomorrow. I have to pay the bills because this streaming these games doesn't come cheap. Adingra comes inside now. Has to go back. Out to Estupinian and out to Mitoma on the left-hand side. It's Welbeck battling for it. Gets it back to Estupinian. He puts a cross into the far post. It's headed back in. He had a bit of space there to pull it down, but as he tried to hit the ball, he was leaning back and he put it over the bar, but I think there's maybe an offside there. Don't know who was offside. Looks like Rutter's been substituted. Yes, mate, I work tomorrow at 9 o'clock in the morning while 7 in the evening. So I can't do that game. Like Harry says, I can't do it. I'm working. Archer goes off. For Sulemana to come on. Lumley drives it. Mitoma picks up the loose ball, attacking down the left-hand side again. Plays it inside, but there was nobody there. But Mitoma wins the ball back. Estupinian gets the rebound. Back to Mitoma. Estupinian gets a cross again. It's going to be attacked, but it's headed out. Ayari tries to battle his way through, but the ball's cleared, but it's picked up again by Brighton. They're having a bit of pressure now with the last couple of minutes of the game left, plus whatever added time there is. Ego. Mitoma on the edge of the box on the left-hand side. Gives it to Estupinian. He's got a chance to wrap his foot round across, but he can't manage it. It's cleared out to Mitoma. Dunk chips it in, headed away. Back to Dunk. Ego down the left-hand side again. Estupinian and Mitoma. No, that's right. 3 o'clock games aren't on TV, are they? Ego. Estupinian, chance to put a cross in again, which he does do. It's headed away at the near post, though. Dibbling again, coming away with it down that right-hand side. He tried to turn him on himself and it runs out of play. Play to the right-hand side. Dunk can come across to Ego on the left-hand side. There'll be Mitoma and Estupinian there for him. He plays Estupinian in. Can he make it before it goes out? No, he can't. "10 minutes of added time." Can you believe 10 minutes? Where did that come from? And you were thinking that 10 minutes that one of these teams is going to create an opening, is going to get a great chance to win it. In 10 minutes, you would think so. Ball's played down the line. Mitoma battling for it. This Weaver's given us the foul. Yeah, probably. Did it take as long as 10 minutes? It probably did feel like it, didn't it? Yeah, 10 minutes. Armstrong going off. It just does prove with Armstrong, doesn't it, that these players who score a hatful of goals in the Championship find it a lot more difficult in the Premier League. It's only a little guy, is Armstrong, isn't he? Oh, it's Brereton. Diaz does come on for Armstrong then. He knows where the back of the net is. Giving the ball away. Inside to Mitoma in centre midfield. He chips one forward to the inside of the box. Dingra gets a header in, but bounces safely up and into the arms of the keeper. Welbeck just flicked it inside for him. Lumley drives it forward. Ego to Estupian. Plays the ball inside. Ayari goes down in the box, but he tried to turn his man. The referee's given the foul for Southampton. VAR are going to check it, but I just cannot see that. There's nothing in that at all. In fact, it looked like Ayari handled the ball as he went down. He wasn't touched by Harwood Bellis there. No way, that's a penalty. If they give a penalty there, then we all go home. Lumley drives it forward. Headed on. Fraser has caused a bit of havoc down that left-hand side. There's no one in the box. He gets a good cross in, though. Verbruggen makes an easy catch and rolls the ball out to get Brighton underway again. Both these teams going for this now. It's running down a dead alley, is there. Gets the throw, though, luckily. Goes back to Dunk. He's telling Ego to get forward, give him an angle to play the ball. Mitoma plays it inside and back to Ego. Coming up to the 4th minute, 6 to go. Still a chance for one of these two teams to pinch it. Ball's floated in there. It's over Mitoma, but Estupinian picks it up at the back. Gives it inside to Mitoma. Estupinian again. Mitoma plays it inside, looking for the run of Adingra. He can't hold on to it, and it runs out for a goal kick. Bit of a groan from the crowd there from Brighton. Seeing the chances of second place disappear in front of them as it stands at the moment. Headed on by Mitoma. Ferguson battling for it. Chip forward and it's hit Dibbling. Down the left-hand side, Ferguson gets inside to Mitoma. Mitoma's brought down and the foul's given. Estupinian tries to get a cross in. It's a low one. It's easily cleared away. Foul there. Late challenge. Might not agree with it, but it was on Walker-Peters. Ball goes high. It's headed forward. Dunk brings it forward. Ego on the left. Seen a lot of the ball this second half. Into the last 4 minutes. Down the right-hand side for Brighton. Played inside. Adingra cleared away as he made the run into the box. Brighton squeezing them again. And win the throw right next to the corner flag on the right-hand side to Brighton. Chance to put some real pressure on. Ball goes back. Dunk gives it back to the throw. It's a good ball that's put in, but it's a comfortable catch for Lumley. He's got a chance to roll the ball out, which he does do. Dibbling. Walker-Peters has made the run, but Dibbling's gone inside and he's given the ball away, but the referee says it was a foul. We forgets a yellow card for persistent fouling. Yeah, it's just goes to ground and trips him up and not even looking to challenge the ball. So he deserved that. Last 3 minutes. Is there going to be one more chance for one of these teams? It's a free kick to Southampton just in the Brighton half. It's a cross that's played to the back post. Comes into the box. It's cleared away by Dunk. Manning tries to hook it back down the left-hand side, but it goes out for a throw to Brighton. It's played all the way across to Ego. He comes forward on the left-hand side. Give it to Estupinian. To Mitoma. He has to go back to Ego, who plays it back to Dunk. He's got a bit of space in front of him to push forward, which he does. And lays it out to the right-hand side. Back inside to Dunk. He's got a chance to put it out to the right-hand side. Ball's half crossed, half cleared. Picked up again. Ego. Mitoma on this left-hand side. He's got 2 men in front of him. He has to come back inside. Van Hecke from a distance, from about 27, 28 yards. It's straight at Lumley. He makes a comfortable save, then falls down. Into the last minute. Looks like it's going to be a draw. Doesn't really do anything for Southampton. Brought down by Stupian. Well played. Back heels it to Dunk. Dunk sees the run of Mitoma on the left and gets it to him. And Mitoma's away and Gets into the box. Oh, and it just touches the post. It was a scuffed sliding shot. And Adingra, who got to it, I don't know whether the keeper touched it or not. Maybe the keeper just got a touch of it. It comes out to Estopinian. He plays his cross in to the back post. And was that a foul? Oh, it's given us an offside. It probably was a foul, but the first offence was offside, and so that's what's given. But at first, it did look like a penalty. See that again. It's flicked on there, and yet, well, Alan Smith says it wasn't really a foul as it's flicked on there. Possibly not. Anyway, it's immaterial because that's time up, and it's going to be a free kick to Southampton. Dibbling gets the man of the match. Yeah, I've got to admit, he has had a good game. But do we all agree? Mitoma's had a good game. Maybe not such a great second half, but he's played well. Ball goes forward. The referee gives an offside, lets the ball play on. Ferguson tries to win the ball. Fernandez chips the ball forward. Oh, and that was just on the back heels. Suleimana would have been away, but it hit him on the back of his heels and he couldn't regain the ball. Comes out with Mitoma. It's got to be the last attack, this. Inside is tackled from behind by Dibbling. Dibbling's going to get a yellow card. Wasn't a great challenge, that. Oh, that's an awful challenge. Last chance for Brighton to swing one into the box. Can they get the winner? One last chance. Can they do it? Well over time with 2.5 minutes over the allotted added time. So this has got to be the last attack. It's got to be quality. They've got to be quality. And it comes. It's added on. Van Hecker, and it just rolls harmlessly out, and that's it. And it's a 1-1 draw. Points are shared. I think it's a missed opportunity for both teams. Brighton should have been out of sight in the first half and weren't. And in the second half, Southampton probably should have won it. And there's a bit of scuffling going on with the management there at the end of this game. Bit of ill feeling. Don't know why. Maybe over that VAR decision that robbed Southampton, in my opinion, of the win. Yeah, I agree with Harry. Unlucky for Southampton to not win. I think the goal should have counted, and that I've got to agree with it. I think it should have counted as well. Once Archie was given onside, the rest of it was immaterial for me. Van Hecker was never going to stop that ball, whether Armstrong was there or not. And I think it was unfair. And Southampton can count themselves unlucky. But that's the way it is. And just look at the league as it stands now. Brighton are still in second position with that draw. but they're level on points with Man City, and only a point ahead of Chelsea and Arsenal as well. So they had a chance and blew it really there. As for the bottom of the league, Southampton, they go up to 5 points, but you know, there's still 4 points. 4 points short of getting out of that relegation zone, and they really needed a win today. A draw stopped 2 losses in the trot, but it really hasn't helped out Southampton a great deal. But that's the way it is, guys. All done and dusted in this game. Thanks to everybody who's joined us today. Everybody who's watched. Before you do leave today, please do hit that like button, the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and of course the notification bell. If you're not a follower on TikTok, please do become a follower. Thanks to everybody who has watched today. Thanks to Arif, who's been on and chatted constructively right the way through this second half. We've enjoyed our little bit of banter. I hope to see you all for the game, Liverpool Man City, Sunday afternoon. Should be a cracker. Don't want to miss that one. Like I say, if you're on YouTube, please, on the way out, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you all again on Sunday afternoon for the big game. Until then, enjoy the rest.